good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders, Forex market traders all around the world. This is FXFreedom broadcasting you live on YouTube. And this is Forex Trading Course 101. Everybody remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the three pillars, right? Pillar number one is the market. And we're trying to learn about the market with these modules: basic module, beginner module, intermediate module. Pillar number two is the strategy. We are going to learn about the strategy in the advanced module, and the big one, it's called the trader, right? More about the trader in the Forex course 202. Some of you sent yesterday emails, everybody. So this is the it's called the Institutional Trader Development Program. Okay, the Forex course 202 is this one. Okay, and as we talked yesterday, you must come to this course. Why? Because you are not stupid, right? But yeah, you are lacking some specific knowledge. If you want to learn the tools the big investment banks and the big hedge funds are using to make money consistently, then you must come to this course. Okay, everybody, this is about the trader. It's not online, it's not for free. Moving forward, what do champion beginner traders always say? Champion beginner traders always say, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. Of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas. My 50 cents on the left: when the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. And we are in the Forex trading week, day 2, everybody. Now remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And remember, especially in the Forex trading week, please disclaimer, these webinars, these streams are not trading or investment advice, everybody. Those are for educational purposes only. So what is the Forex trading week about, everybody? The Forex trading week, it's all about us trying to implement what we have learned so far in the live market. Make sense? Yes, sir, there is no right or wrong. We are trying to implement what we have learned so far. So we just finished support, resistance, pivot points, and we are trying to implement, trying to make sense. We are not talking about making consistent pips and money. This is going to come, sure enough. But we are trying to understand, okay, if I implement the knowledge from support, resistance, pivot points, together with the knowledge with trend lines and market structure and trends, how these trades are going to make sense. So yesterday, what did we do? Example, we shorted AUD CAD, we are losing, and we shorted Canada JPY, we are winning on Canada JPY. Okay, everybody, so let's start, right? Let's start, everybody, and open AUD JPY. We can check quickly, everybody, we can check the news, right? Tonight, happy Tuesday, today is Tuesday, April 26th, everybody. So tonight, let me refresh this one. Tonight, 10:30 p.m. Brazilian time, 9:30 p.m. New York time, we are going to have the quarterly report, consumer price index on the AUD. Okay, so let's check the AUD pairs. Let's check the AUD pairs. AUD CAD first, right? AUD CAD, give it a second, everybody. So according to our strategy, right, according to the strategy and the market wave, right, there is no right or wrong. So tonight, what we are going to do, there is no right or wrong. So the market went down, right? We shorted the market, and here the market is going against us. This is from the weekly, from the daily chart. Now what about the 4-hour chart? 4-hour chart, we are still here. So tonight, news trade, we are going to learn the news trading strategy too. So tonight we are, or I am not going to go long. Tonight I'm going to short the market. Okay, just again, oh, why this, why, those are just examples, everybody. You must learn there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. So the market is doing what it's supposed to do. It's extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. And we talked about yesterday, right, that you need to have courage. Right? We need to have courage. We should not be scared, right? Oh, the market is you were wrong. Well, up in here is the stop loss. Make sense, everybody? Somebody's yelling at me, oh, you were wrong. Calm down. Calm down. The market is making extensions, retracements, and extensions. Make sense, everybody? There is only, so it's of course different if you are an advanced trader, and it's different if you're a beginner trader. So for the beginner trader, you are not wrong until the market stops you out. Make sense, everybody? This is really a make sense question. So we shorted the market yesterday. We're going to do the same today. We're going to try to trade, try to implement. We are shorting the market until the market stops me out. We are not wrong. Oh, but the market is going against you. The market is always waving. Make sense? Yes, fair enough, fair enough. The best entry would be this counter trendline break and this counter trendline break. But we clarified to everybody that in order to learn in the webinars, just participate. Make sense? And we explained yesterday that what makes money, who makes the money, is the appropriate stop loss level, not the entry. Okay? But the friend who is yelling me, oh, you were wrong. Yes, you are correct. We were wrong on the timing, right? We should wait for the retracement. And then when the market breaks the counter trendline break, when this would be the better timing. So this is AUD CAD because we have the news announcement now open. Let's move forward on AUD JPY maybe. And see, everybody, even if you're wrong on the timing, some entries are going to be in red and some entries are going to be in profit. What is the bottom line? What is the bottom line, everybody? You must make your experience make sense. Practice, practice, practice. Don't be afraid of entering the market on the demo account. Right? Okay, this is AUD JPY, everybody. How are you going to trade AUD JPY? Let's make a poll, everybody. AUD JPY right now, long or short? Oh, what time frame? Any time frame. It's up to you. Any time frame. Long or short, AUD JPY? We learn about market waves, right? Extension, retracement, extension. We learned about the trend lines. So this is the daily chart, AUD JPY. We learned about the trend lines, right? So this is the trend line. Sorry about that. This is the trend line. And a little bit more aggressive one. This is the trend line and a little bit more aggressive one. This is the trend line and a little bit more aggressive one. This is the trend line. And we had 2 times an introduction to multiple time frame trading, right? Everybody, we had an introduction to multiple time frame trading. So this is now the 4-hour chart, and extension, retracement, extension up to here somewhere from the daily, right? Now this is the 4-hour chart, everybody. How are you going to trade this one? Long or short? Well, one more time, we are trying to implement what we have learned so far. So trend lines, right? Trend lines, this would be one trend line. I must not break bodies, candles bodies or tails. So trend line and trend line, 4-hour chart up in here, right? Everybody, from the previous lessons, isn't it strange that the market reversed up in here? Strange, huh? How this market works. Talking about support, resistance, pivot points. Question, everybody. AUDJPY 4-hour chart. Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? What do you think? So when we're making decisions, right? When we're making decisions, it's all about the edge, right? The edge, probabilistic thinking, reasons to go short / sell, and so somewhere in here, and reasons to go long, buy. Reasons to go long / buy. Reasons to go short, reasons to go long, buy. Okay, there you go. Victor, 80% chance to trend to continue to the next short-term downtrend. So are we going to short the market, everybody, or are we going to buy? Remember, not all highs and lows are relevant, right? So talking about highs and lows, we have a relevant high up in here, we have a relevant low, we have a relevant high, we have a relevant low, in here relevant low, we have a relevant high, and we have a relevant low. So are we, everybody, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Right? Are we in an uptrend? So we are trying to implement what we have learned so far, everybody. And timing, it's a big issue in the beginning, right? Because as we learned from the previous lessons, we can identify direction, but we can still lose because of wrong timing, right? Was not the right time to enter. So hedge fund trader Victor, long or short right now? Everybody type in the chat what do you think. There is no right or wrong. Let's make a poll, long or short, where the stop loss, where the take profit. And remember, tonight we have the news announcement about AUD. What does this mean? Beginner traders, advanced traders, professional traders know this. So before the news event, we must be clear on what are we going to do. Number one, if our position / trade is in a profit, Number 2, if our position slash trade is in a loss. Number 3, we are not in a position slash trade. Okay, everybody, this is for today, Forex trading week. This is the knowledge for today. This is the lesson for today. Before the news event, we must be clear on what we're going to do. If our position or trade is in a profit, if our position is in a loss, or we are not in the market. We'll wait for a possible pullback, then go short again. Tonight, Victor and everybody else, you have the news announcement. Make sense, everybody? There is no right or wrong. This is a question. Why would you lose the opportunity, everybody? You know, so we don't know, right? One or two things are going to happen. Or this market is going to reverse and go back up, or this market is going to fall down, or this market is going to reverse and then fall down. Make sense, everybody? Those are the three variables that we as traders, we need to figure out for ourselves how we are going to trade the market. And there is no right or wrong. Okay? So what we're going to do, you know, just graphically, right? Just graphically, I'm going to enter the trade. So what is going to be the stop loss? Stop loss is going to be 96, right? Exit 96. Entry, I want to short the market. Stop loss is going to be at 96. 96. Submit orders. Okay, and let's see if we are in a trade or not. 96. Okay, everybody, we are in a trade. Okay, this is our entry, this is our stop loss. If we are going to risk 1, just graphically, we are going to make 2. This is our plan. Okay. Everybody, here is the question. Can you do this? Is this too difficult? Everybody? Is this... We talked about patterns yesterday. Everybody, is this formula too difficult? How to trade the market? We talked yesterday, choose a pattern to trade. Everybody. Okay, choose a pattern to trade and enter the market on the demo account. Have your stop loss in place, right? Now today we are talking about the news event. So we are not going to have class at the news time, but tomorrow we are going to see one of those three. Tomorrow during the class time, or it's going to be this one, or it's going to be this one, or it's going to be this one. And before the news event, everybody, I want you to enter today on a demo account, whatever might be the case, enter long or short, I really don't care, on the AUD. Go short, just have the stop loss. Go, if you want, buy the market, find the tradable pattern, buy the market and have the stop loss in place. And they try to work on this one, everybody. Victor says it's not difficult. Great. You need to clarify your mind. So why did we enter right now? Because maybe tonight, 10:30 Brazilian time, 9:30 p.m. New York time, maybe this market is going to be in profit. And we are going to make a decision. Okay, so if I'm in profit, yes, we are going to address the loss too. Now, so if I'm in profit, right? Let's say that the market it's in here. Just an example. You know, the market is in here, and there is news time, the news announcement. I need to make a decision to, number one, to close the trade, because I can get scared that the market is going to eat my profits. I need to make a decision to lower my risk, so I'm going to say to myself, well, I'm going to move the stop loss from the pattern stop loss to the stop loss down in here. So I don't want to lose the whole 0.5%. I don't want to lose the whole 1%, you know. Or, you know, I'm going to put my stop loss to break even. Make sense, everybody? Those are three different variables that we need to clarify when we are in profit before the news event. Next week on Friday, we are going to have the non-farm payroll news announcement. If you are in some USD trades, if you are smart, you are first on the demo account, you know, and there is non-farm payroll, what are you going to do? Are you going to close the trade, pocket your profits? But, so somebody's asking, well, what's the difference? The difference is, so variable number one, we are down in here and I'm choosing to close the trade. It's a choice. There is no right or wrong, it's a choice. And the news comes out and the news is bad for AUD. The market is going to push down. So I closed the trade where and when I could make more pips, more profits. Make sense, everybody? Exactly, here is the tricky part. How do you know? We don't know. So this is one, right? Now, if I say, okay, I'm going to, so I didn't close my trade, I'm still in the position, I'm going to put my stop loss down in here. Well, if the market goes my way, if the news announcement is bad, I'm going to make more pips, more profits, right? And even if I put my stop loss on the break even, if the news announcement is going to be bad for AUD, the market is going to push down and I'm going to make more profits. Somebody's typing break even is the best. Well, not true. There is not right or wrong, everybody. Makes sense? It seems like, you know, the market is down in here, right? And you are smart and you say, okay, I'm going to put my stop loss to break even. So if the market goes against me, at least I'm not going to lose anything. Well, guess what? Sometimes the market goes up, stops you out on break even and then falls down. Did this happen to everybody? You know, maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously you were shorting the market and something happened in the market and the market stopped you out on a break even and then went your way. So for the guys and girls, for the traders who are saying, oh, break even is the best, well, I would not agree with this. I mean, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, there is no best, there is no right or wrong. Those are different strategies. What strategy, boss? How you are going to behave before the news event. We must be clear on what we are going to do. How you are going to behave on your positions, on your trades. Some traders are going to leave the position open. Some traders are going to close the trade and pocket the profits. Those are two different strategies. Does this make sense to you, everybody? So break even, it's one of the options, maybe not the best. The market can stop you out on break even, you know, especially if you are a few pips away, you know, from the entry. The market gets nervous sometimes. It goes up and down, you know, and hit your stop loss or whatever, and then goes your way, right? So what I want you to do today, everybody, you know, look at your trades and work on this one. You must be clear what you're going to do. Oh, but the market still goes against you. Sure, exactly. So if the market goes with you, everybody, right, if the market goes in your direction, the best option was, you know, up in here, or just leave it like it is, right? But what if the market, you know, so we are still in profit down here, you know, we are still in profit. What if the market goes against you? If the news is good for AUD and the market goes against you, then what was the best option? Yay, the break even, right? Now here is the kicker. We don't know how the market is going to behave, right? Somebody saying, well, I'm going to stay out. This is an option. We are not in a position, and I don't trade the news. Very good. You don't need to trade everything and anything. Now let's address, everybody. We shorted the market, right? Our stop loss is in, and we are in a loss, right? And the market is ranging in here. So number one, clear on what we're going to do if we are in a profit, right? So this was the example. We are down here, and this was the ranging market before the news event. What if we are in a loss? What are you going to do? And again, you know, what can you do? Number one, you can close the trade. You can close the trade. You might be thinking, well, you know, I'm already in a loss. If the market goes against me, you know, I don't want, or I don't need necessarily the market to hit my full stop. So I'm going to close the trade. Now here is the kicker. What if the market goes your way? Now everybody, you can... This is the suffering part, right? This is the suffering part. We don't know what is going to happen until the news is out. So if you close the trade, you know, and the market goes your way, you know, this was not the best or the appropriate decision. But what is the good news? If you see the market going your way, you can still re-enter, right? You can still re-enter here. Okay? Now, if you close your trade with the partial loss and the market goes against you, well, this was the appropriate way to go. This was the correct way, right? Why would let the market hit your full stop? But sometimes, everybody, sometimes, you know, somebody would leave the stop loss open, or it would close the trade, or would lower the stop. Sometimes the market, especially on the monthly, weekly, daily patterns, sometimes the market is going to go against us, find past resistance in here, and then move our way. Make sense, everybody? So here is my question for you today. Hedge fund trader Victor, what is the plan? And everybody online, what are you going to do on the AUD pairs if they are in a profit or they are in a loss, right? And here is the third one. You know, we are not in the market and there is the news announcement. What are we going to do? So this is the market, we are not in a trade, this is the market, it's ranging, right? It's ranging. What are we going to do? Am I going to wait for a retracement as Victor, or am I going to news trade the news? And we're going to learn about the news trading strategy, everybody, called the straddle. Then we're going to learn about the advanced news trading strategy. Okay? Yes, you don't need to trade everything and anything, makes sense? You can stay out, it's not wrong. What do you suggest? Somebody's asking, what do you suggest? Well, I cannot say everybody, makes sense? I cannot tell you what to do. You need to work this out. We cannot generalize here, you know why? Because different traders have different strategies. Make sense? I cannot tell you what to do in here. Or maybe the best advice, okay, the best advice, so make a decision that is going to allow you to, number one, increase the chance of profits, and number two, lower the risk. This would be generalized knowledge, everybody. You know, Freedom, what do you do? I increase the chance of profits and I lower the risk. Make sense, everybody? What would be an example? What do? You know, if I'm in a profit, I'm not closing the trade. This is one, but this is my strategy. Okay? Now pay attention, this is not advice. I'm telling you what I am doing. If I'm in a profit, makes sense? I'm not closing the trade. I'm going to find the appropriate level of the stop loss and I'm going to lower the risk. If the market is 20-30 pips away, I will not put my stop loss to break even. So what would be the example? If the market would be ranging down in here somewhere, then okay, it makes sense for me to put the stop loss to break even, right? But I'm going to news trade anyway. What does this mean? I'm going to news trade, so I'm going to, if I'm in a profit down here and the market is ranging, it usually does before the news announcement, I'm going to put my stop loss to break even and I'm going to news trade. What does this mean? If I see the 15-minute spike up, I'm out of the trade, because most likely, not always, most likely after the 15-minute spike, so the 15-minute candle, it's up, it's out of the range, it's up, most of the time the market is going to push up. Not always, most of the time. And if the spike is down, I'm going to double my position. This is one way how professional traders make money. We are going to, it's too soon. Oh, show me, teach me how to make money. It's too soon. It's too soon. But professional traders, most of us, we are using news announcements to build our positions. Make sense, everybody? Whatever you do, try to increase the chance of profits and try to lower the risk. So me not getting out of the winning trade, I'm increasing the chance of profits. And me monitoring the first 15-minute chart, the spike. If it goes against me, I'm out, I'm lowering the risk. Sure enough, sometimes the market does this. Sure enough, sometimes the market is going to spike up. In this example, it's going to spike up on the 15-minute chart and then I'm out, I'm closing the trade, I'm lowering the risk, and then the market goes my way. Sometimes this, but not 7 times. 7 times out of 10, the market is going to follow the 15-minute spike. This is the statistic. 3 times out of 10, sure enough, is going to be what is called the whiplash, or kind of. Right? What is the whiplash? The market is ranging, the news comes out, this happens a lot on non-farm payrolls, the market goes up, takes traders in the trade, stop out some traders, pushes down, takes in the traders who went short with the limit orders, with the pending orders, stops out the traders who went long, continues to range for some time, and then finds a decision. This is what is called in trader slang the whiplash. Happens a lot on, not every single time, but happens a lot. You know, especially non-farm payrolls is subject to this one. Not always. Make sense? Goes up, stops you out or takes you in. You know, you have a buy stop order here, you have a sell stop order here, and then bam, the market hits, spikes up, you are in the market going long, and then it reverses and stops you out. If it goes your way, will you re-enter again? Yes, sir, exactly. This was the next phase, right? If the market goes up, it spikes up. Great question, Victor. If the market spikes up, gets up, and then it, you know, I'm out and it goes down, I'm going to re-enter. But everybody, listen to me. But golden nugget for you today. We are going to enter now. Golden nugget. If you re-enter, you must recalculate. Brazilian guy talking English. Recalculate. If you re-enter, you must recalculate your risk, because you are entering in a completely new trade. Do you want to grow up as a trader, everybody? Here is the golden nugget for you today. The market was ranging, we were in a profit, the market was ranging, spiked up, we are out, and Victor is asking, are you going to re-enter? Yes, sir. But if you are going to re-enter, everybody, you must recalculate your risk, because you are entering in a completely new trade. So if you are, whatever might be the case, right? If you are using 0.01 volume or 0.03 lots, you know, in the hype, you cannot enter with the same risk. This would be a mistake. Make sense, everybody? You might be shorting, just an example, you might be shorting the daily candle, just an example, right? Or as we did, right, with the weekly candle, right, the weekly candle. So we are shorting the candlestick formation, exactly. We are shorting today, 1, 2, 3, we are shorting candlestick formations. Okay, now if the market pushes down and it's here and it spikes up and then goes down, and you are going to re-enter here on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, you must recalculate your risk. This trade, everybody, this trade is not this trade. This entry up in here has nothing to do with this entry. Oh, but it's in the same direction. Different patterns. Same direction, but different patterns. Make sense, everybody? It would be wrong. Somebody's typing, I'm doing this. Well, me too, back in time. Welcome to the club. You know, in the hype, right? The market, we are on the 15-minute chart and the market's up and down and up and down, and in the hype, you know, and we are entering in the same lots with the same volume. You know, I was risking 1% up in here, and because of the hype, I'm entering with 1% in here. So if I trade the same volume, the same lots, look how much did I increase my risk. right? This is something valuable to learn. Professional traders, money managers, we are well aware. It's all about education, you know. I don't want to sound arrogant because I'm not, but professional traders, money managers, we are well aware what happens in here. And good news for you everybody, I did this too. This is what it's called over leveraging the account. This is what it's called over trading the account. Instead of me risking 1% because of the hype and I'm nervous and all the heart palpitations and sweating, you know, oh my gosh, you know, it's this market, it's crazy, I'm going to shorting the market with the same volume. So I just increased, so it was 1% in here. Remember everybody, some of you are smart and are typing, you know, oh but what's up, you know, this is the weekly chart. It doesn't matter. You are building bad trading habits, everybody. You are building bad, you know, oh, the market's never going to stop you out. What do you know? The market's not going to stop you out. You might be doing this, everybody, on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. And don't tell me no, because I've done this back in time. Make sense? And this is all about this guy in here, called the trader. Professional traders, money managers, we are, what's the word in English? I'm not sure if it's stone cold or cold stone. We are stone cold and we don't feel anything. Make sense? We recalculate our risk and we enter the market with the new adjusted risk. When the beginner trader, and it's normal, been there, done that, entering a hype, you know. And it's all good. I mean, it's very entertaining, right? Because it's the adrenaline and everything. But look what I just did. And many times we do this on the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, 4 hour chart, and the market stop us out. Times 5, and you are done on the account. Everybody, some of you are fresh new and we are telling you pay attention not to draw down. Oh, but it's a demo account. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Pay attention not to draw down 20%. Because if you draw down 20%, you might be eluding yourself. Oh, what the heck, I'm going to recover the account. You are not. You are going to close the demo account and you are going to open a new account. True or true? I'm not going to even ask true or not true. True or true? Victor is asking, so it will be best to re-enter with a smaller position. Not necessarily smaller, just calculate your risk. Make sense, everybody? Find the... So here is the lesson for today. You must, everybody, you must be clear. You must pre-plan. Make sense? Professional traders pre-plan the news event. Professional traders, we don't leave anything to chance. We are playing chess with the market. We pre-plan. What do you mean, boss? We pre-plan. If the market does this, okay, it's all on the plan. How the cliche quote goes? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Can you repeat, please? Yes, sir. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So before the market is ranging, right? The market is ranging, there is 15 minutes to go. We have already pre-planned. If the market goes up, what we are going to do, and if the market goes down, what we're going to do. So if the market pushes down or does something like we just talked about, stops me out and goes down, it's pre-planned. I must clarify to myself, okay, what I'm shorting in here. Hedge fund trader Victor, does this make sense to you and everybody else who is listening online? It's pre-planned. If the market stops me out or I close the trade because of the news event and goes my way, I'm pre-planned what I am shorting in here. Somebody's asking, great question, somebody's asking, well, what if you don't have a pattern? Well, then don't short the market. Or just straddle, or don't short the market. Make sense, everybody? So what could be an example from the weekly or maybe the daily, right? Let's check the daily, everybody. Okay. So if there is just an example, but if there would be a daily high, right? Just an example. And the same thing happens, you know, does this and then goes down. Well, you know, it's pre-planned. What am I shorting? Well, in this example, I am shorting the short-term downtrend on the daily. Just an example, yes sir. I am shorting the orange one. This entry, it's the weekly candlestick formation. News event stops me out. I'm re-entering the market. I am pre-planned. I am clear that if this happens, I'm shorting the orange guy. And stop loss goes on the pattern traded. Stop loss goes on the pattern traded. Stop loss goes. You're going to be sick and tired of me telling you stop loss goes on the pattern traded. This is going to be the new stop loss. And again, we keep telling you, everybody, don't get scared. I'm shorting the market in here. And if the market stops me out, did I do anything wrong? On this pattern? What's the answer? Just an example. Some of you are still scared. Everybody, make sense? Samantha, yes, makes sense. Victor, yes, sir. Okay, very good. And one more time before we finish for today, everybody. Tomorrow we are going to see how the... Now let's check just quickly the positions. Whoa, 2 positions in profit. Everybody, can you do this? Canada JPY, 86 pips in profit. AUD JPY, 3 pips in profit. AUD CAD losing for the time being. Are we profitable on the account? Yes or no? And some of you are still sending me emails. Oh, teach me how to make money. I'm teaching you right now. Find the tradable pattern and jump. It's a demo account. Everybody, jump. You cannot escape suffering, you know, being scared of losing the trade or whatever. But one more time, somebody said, oh, it's the weekly. This is just an example, and if you do this, I've done this, you are building bad trading habits. And when you come, everybody, when you come in here, what is called Institutional Trader Development Program, then we have some work to do. There we have some work to do. Oh, what's wrong with me? Well, trader, we need to unlearn a few bad trading habits. Jumping into the market without predetermining the risk would be one. We need to unlearn some bad trading habits that you most likely are not conscious. Right? You think that, oh, business as usual, but I'm just losing the account. And then we need to build new trading habits. Make sense, everybody? Did you learn anything today? Everybody, did you learn anything today? Do this, work hard, study the charts, work on yourself, work on your strategy. Today you have something to work on. It's called how to behave before the news event, how to behave during the news event, right? And tomorrow we are going to see what is going to happen. Or everything is going to be red, or everything is going to be green or greener, right? Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow with another Forex trading week. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom. Okay, don't trade for the sake of trading. You want to make money to be free.